Legends, my name is Zeuz, here to brighten up your day with an interview from Martin Sahlin from Unravel. Enjoy.
My name is Martin Sahlin and I'm the creative director and also the creator of Unravel and Yarny. Unravel is a physics-based platform puzzle game where you play as Yarny, this little character who's made from a single thread of wound yarn, and you're trying to make it all the way through the end of the game without unraveling completely in the process. And it's also a very symbolic game, I guess. It's full of metaphors, and I guess this yarn is kind of like a symbol for love and the bond between people. And you're essentially trying to reconnect people with each other. It was very much born out of that idea that what if love was an actual, those bonds that we make with people that we love or things that we love, what if those bonds were actual, real, physical things? And what would it be like if you were a character that was made from that stuff? And just, so that's where like the idea came from. But then I guess it was also born out of this need to make a game that was more personal and that was more, I suppose, meaningful, I should say as well, because Coldwood has been around for like 12 years. I mean, we've done a lot of games, but just like these smaller sports games, casual games, things like that. And I figured, you know, I've been working with video games for quite some time, but I felt like I wasn't really, you know, true to my purpose, I guess. I wanted to do something that I felt that I could be like genuinely proud of and that I felt had real meaning to me. We started working on it for 2 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, I did. It was, I don't know if you heard the story that I told at E3, but how it was all created out there in the woods. And that was basically how it happened. Just going out there into that really inspiring environment and just having fun. Because it really happened as I was out there in the woods and taking these pictures of Yarny in different situations and putting that together, I kind of realized that I wanted the whole game to feel like that too. I wanted those environments to be part of the experience as well. Because one thing that was always a goal for me was that this game had to be like from the heart. It had to be something very personal and something very true. And I think that's why I wanted the levels and the environments to feel very personal as well. I wanted to base it on like places that matter to me, places that I feel strongly about. And I guess there's another thing about the realism too. It's just it's not just about, you know, looking good or presenting these environments, but it's also that since the game is all physics based, it's that things also behave realistically, and you can kind of just like assess how stuff would work just by looking at it, because all the things that you're going to interact with, they make some kind of sense. You know? I mean, we've done lots of testing, of course, but most of all, what we do is that we have a really good connection between our editor and the game, so we can basically kind of make the game as we're playing it, which and we built that ourselves, and it was like one of the things that felt really necessary to make this game, that you could experiment and iterate and just tweak and modify things on the fly, basically. So you can have, the level is right up there and running, and you can just like basically move stuff around and, you know, change things as you go. So what we usually do when we create a puzzle is that we start with an idea, we start with a concept, because we want puzzles to tell stories. Like the part we showed on stage, for instance, it's something that you could easily retell. It's, you know, it's that section like down by the shoreline where you have to cross this rocky section and try to not get washed away by the waves. And then we design a puzzle from that. And it's a really quick process because we can kind of like draw out the physics shapes and just put them in the game and play it, and then we can just start making it look nice and just going back and forth and tweaking. It's just like, it's really fun because you can go from idea to gameplay in like minutes. Oh, so many of them. I mean, all of them go horribly wrong to begin with. Then we just kind of tone it down or tweak and find the good parts, and just that's I think, I mean, that's a big deal for me, that we've been having so much fun making this and experimenting with it and just like trying things out. And that's also why I love physics-based games, is because sometimes it's just hilarious when it does go horribly wrong. I think my favorite part was during the development of this. There's one level we have that's got lots of little mosquitoes in it, and at one point it was actually possible to tie the yarn onto these mosquitoes, and you could kind of create a little chariot from them and just like ride around and have them carry you across the level, which is not exactly what we intended for it to do, but it was hilarious when it happened. Yeah, there's a lot of pressure, but I mean, it's good pressure. It's the kind of pressure that you want. I mean, it's obviously a great thing that people are talking about it and that people are excited by it, about it. So, I guess the way we're dealing with it is just trying to deliver the best experience that we can, and just basically, it's very inspirational for us and very motivational just to see all the, I mean, the thing that with the fan art, for instance, it felt really important to include that in the presentation the other day, because it's one of those things that we were like totally caught off guard by. We didn't know that people would do stuff like that. It's not something you don't consider that something like that's going to happen. So it's just like really, it was a surprise, but it was such a welcome surprise. So basically, I mean, we're just going all in right now. Yeah.